right. Welcome back, everyone.
Howdy.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Yeah, I noticed that when the investigator slide was going, I think I got a little too click happy, and so it didn't show all the characters, but that's all right. Watch a previous episode, and you'll see all the characters being introduced.
Fine.
This one.
And those might be gone. Is that like a yeah?
Yeah, right.
It's like those two are gone. Oops.
You only saw the characters that
They're
are
meant to survive past today's episode.
Don't do that. I jinxed us once already. Poor
Oh
Breaker.
man. Oh yeah. Hey, that was a,
Epic.
It was a good death for.
It was a good death.
for.
It was a prophecy death.
The spearman got a lucky shot.
Yeah.
Literally the last episode of the campaign.
You know.
Are we hearing the one who jinxed him actually learning from his mistakes?
You know, you live by the sword, you die by the spear. So,
Now we live by the investigation and die from the investigation.
Yes.
That roll was going to happen regardless of what anybody said.
Mhm.
yeah. Well, back to Cthulhu, 1920s New York. It's January, one of the worst winters New York's seen. There's lots of snow outside. It's cold, really cold. And I think where we left off, and I was trying to think about this today. I was like, gosh, because I was too lazy to turn on the video and watch the old one. I watched last week's. I was just like, what did we leave off on? Oh, yes, the Carlisle Library, right? And
He's probably the head of who was ever killing everybody.
the Carlisle.
Roger is definitely in cahoots with these. I think this Bounier he met, and the other people he surrounded himself with, got sucked into this whole cult thing, is what I think. Yep, for sure. For absolutely sure. And we found his secret stash. We didn't find the book we wanted, but we found a whole bunch of others.
Mm-hmm.
The Narcotic manuscripts, the Selections de Livre del Vion, Amongst the Stones, and lastly, Life as a God.
That last book is the story of Lemmy Kilminster and his life as and Hawkwind and Motorhead.
But
Life as a
yeah,
God.
suspiciously, and Mrs. Carlisle just told us all about Bounier, who is brand new to us. We hadn't heard of her at all.
Yeah, that was new.
And she's, an unlearned African woman
That could have been a priestess.
that was queenly, was referred to as queenly.
Yeah.
And she was into all sorts of weird stuff. So I bet she had something to do with the occult and got into Roger's head. So
Yeah.
I think the murder scene in Nigeria wasn't them dying. It was like their initiation, like ritual into like the cult or something. And they're the ones who made the massacre. And now they're I think Roger's still alive, I think is the bottom line. I think he was kind of behind the massacre and he's still alive.
Or they were kidnapped by those flying bat things, right? There was some kind of bat lore about flying things.
Maybe some of them were naive, but I think Roger and Bounier
You guys talking about this
And-
in front of Gray?
and maybe sorry, because I'm talking
Sorry,
about
catch
the
up.
Yankees game with them.
That's
while
right.
They're hiding, what they're doing.
Amos was the one that figured out the code. I had tried to open the safe. We were kind of huddled over here and found this little safe box in the library stack.
Right.
Who was the
Pocket
one that actually
books.
grabbed the books? Amos, you opened it, but
I think that's right where we stopped. Is when
Yeah.
we stopped at the point where we had opened the safe. No one had necessarily grabbed anything yet.
okay. Well, I will. Whoops. I can pocket the books if you guys want me to sneak them out.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, we want to
absolutely.
sneak them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak them into my overcoat and jackets, my normal clothes.
Okay.
How big are the books? Are they big volumes? Or are they like little, like manuscripts?
I think they're small books, but let me take a look here. Let's see.
Because if it's like a mask-sized
Might take a couple of you.
shield of a book, I mean, it wasn't a little safe, so
If Gray starts to like turn away from me, I'll like reach out and put my hand on his shoulder, crack a joke or something. You know, make him turn back around, face me.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep him engaged in frivolous conversation. Yep. That's not a problem. Okay, where is...
And then Houdin starts shoving shit down Amos's pants, and Amos is like, "What the fuck?"
It's like, wait a minute.
no, I mean,
Do I look
But
like
so-
a satchel to you?
I'm assuming I have a coat on because of the snow.
Sure.
Time of year. And I mean, stashing shit is kind of your bread and butter. So
That's what I
Yeah.
was saying.
I did enjoy watch you piddle with the safe while I was waiting to ask, hey, what about in that book?
Okay, so let's see. The books you found were the Pnakotic manuscripts, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
The Sélection des livres divins. I'm just...
Uh-huh.
Sacre bleu. And Amongst the Stones, is that right?
Yep.
And Life
What?
as a God. Yep. So yeah, the manuscripts, let's see. The manuscripts are bound manuscripts. So I'm going to say, certainly not all that big.
Okay.
The French book.
well, and this safe didn't sound like it was all that huge either. So
Yeah. And then the French book, yep, that looks like it would be pretty small. Amongst the Stones. Yep. And Life as a God. Yeah, these books, I would say, are all typical book size.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I will try to stash them in my over jacket
Sure. Yeah, you manage it.
sneakily. Okay.
Yep.
I'm
And-
gonna see if there's anything else that's in the safe that's kind of harder to see.
That was everything.
Okay.
do you need a boost?
I
Probably.
mentioned to steer forth. I think we got what we need. Let's get out of here.
You didn't
Sounds
find
good
the
to
one
me.
we were looking for? Oh, I'm sorry. Who did you say that to?
Steer forth. And
Gotcha.
I motioned to him to walk in front of me as we're exiting.
Yeah, so Gray's like, oh, have you found everything? Any luck?
No luck.
Ah. Well,
Still
like I
an
said,
impressive
I hope
library.
that you're going to write a very nice, pleasant article about Miss Carlyle.
Of course.
Great.
That's right. They don't like steer forth. That's right.
Well
He
then,
pissed them off.
yeah. Yep. Well then, if that's all there is, then do be in touch. I shall escort you guys out of... Nope, not that way, sir. Down this way. Nope, sir. This way. And he leads you guys to the front of the house and out.
Did steer forth teleport? He just appeared in front of me.
I'm like moving your tokens. Get over there. Yeah. So yeah, he. That's a window, Amos. There you go.
Amos is like,
Flashbacks to the Juju house.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
And I hand them over to Amos. Look at these books that they were in there. We grabbed them. I'm not sure what they say.
You mean
maybe
once we're well clear of the house?
Yes, like we're in the cars. We're transporting right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are we headed back to the Chelsea? Or where are we going? Are we just sitting out in front of the house? Congratulating
I don't
ourselves.
recall having a plan for after the Chelsea.
That's true.
Well, I thought it was where we're going to the Chelsea. Yeah. After the Chelsea, we don't have a plan right now. But we have leads like to Hong Kong or go to
Yeah, I mean, this was our last plan
Egypt.
thing.
Who was Dr. Robert?
I need to get a license and then go purchase a firearm so that when I'm traveling,
He was the one that went with Roger, that she first had Roger seeing, thinking it would help him, but he bought into Roger and made it worse. And so she kind of hates herself for introducing him to the doctor, and the doctor went with them,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
Oh, we're gonna report to our buddy cop.
Yeah, we were going to try and get a hold of Poole and kind of let him know about Juju.
Yeah, let's see. So,
And we found, like I said, we heard about this Bounier lady, so maybe we can find out more about her or who she's connected with.
yeah, pools are.
And we have the Emerson Company we can look into and see, which we also have our lady up in Boston looking into.
Mm-hmm.
so
That's
like,
right,
so
though.
just a
Call
quick
us if
recap
she
of
finds
like
anything.
kind of where we are time-wise. So Sunday night was when you guys infiltrated and broke into and burglared the Juju house.
Right.
And
We prefer to use the term investigated.
Yes,
investigate, burglar.
Aggressively investigated the
prejudice.
Juju house.
Yeah.
With prejudice, yes.
And then
And it,
For the greater good.
and then Monday you slept, then went to the will reading.
yep, slept, recovered from insanity. I mean,
Which I'm
like,
glad
that's-
no one listened to me, because I was trying to talk everyone into skipping it, and that would have been absolutely horrible.
That would have been
Yeah.
horrible. Tuesday, actually, the attorney would have just tracked you down and made you sit with him. Then Tuesday, you guys went to
Boston.
Miskatonic, Boston, and met with Professor Cowles.
Mhm.
And then Tuesday afternoon, you met with the Mr. Gray.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it's now Wednesday. You had an
Mhm.
appointment at 10 a.m. to meet
Mhm.
at the with Erica Carlisle. And now you guys are leaving, and it's about noon on Wednesday.
You guys want to check these books out and see if they?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
rather interested.
Yeah,
in
well, let's go back to the hotel, kind of regroup, look at everything.
Okay.
So Harvey, your theory sounds good.
Yeah,
what do
I
you-
tell them my
What do
theory.
you think?
Sorry.
What do you think your Jack Brady's part is in all this?
Well,
is
Jack
he
Brady-
out recruiting, or did he walk away?
I think he survived it because he was a good friend of Roger's all their life. He was like a lifelong friend, owed a debt to him, was kind of tied to the hip. So I think Brass, as they call him, just was kind of a tag along. But yeah, I think that Brass would not be very far away from Rogers, and I think they're both alive.
Well, I thought they were in Hong Kong. Was the last?
Rogers was in Hong Kong then?
Brass was seen in Hong Kong. Well, I'm
We
just
could
saying.
we can go travel and try to find them.
I'm just a lonely lumberjack. But I'm just saying.
I agree with this theory. That might be our next lead of going to Hong Kong.
Well, right now, I think we still need to shut down the cult here in New York. I think we need to verify if Bounier was a part of it, or kind of like track down where she spent time. And like I said, maybe this Emerson company, which I think is the link from the New York cult to maybe Africa. So
Maybe,
we still haven't really finished New York. I mean, we can stop now if you want and go elsewhere. But I mean, one thing we wanted to do was shut down the cult here and get our friend out of jail.
Maybe Poole would have or be able to get some information about the lady.
Yeah. Well,
There's
There's
also that-
got to be a record of her, right? I mean, if she's not from the U.S.
So
There's also
as
that
you- as you-
Silas and Kiwana also.
right, the name Silas and Kwan written on the back of a business card, I believe.
Yeah, for Emerson Imports.
So as you guys are discussing the different clues, a familiar-looking gentleman walks in to the lobby. It's Needham Johnson. He was, or is, one of the Harlem Hellfighters.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
So he steps in. You guys notice. You guys make eye contact, and he heads right over. And he's, gentlemen, he says.
Sir.
Hello, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson. I stand up.
And he looks a little disheveled, a little bit, and he's just like, it's my understanding that you folks met with Hilton's wife, Millie.
Yeah, we told you that. She pointed to you.
Right.
Pointed us to the Hellfighters.
When was the last time that you've seen her?
It would have been Sunday, right? Before we came and saw you, we saw Hilton.
Yeah, it wasn't
And
long before we saw you or met up with you.
He told us to talk to Millie, and then she pointed us to where you guys were at.
Well, no one has seen her since Sunday. In fact, you, by what you folks are telling me, are the last ones that seen her. Did she say she was going anywhere?
She seemed pretty settled to me.
Yeah, she
did-
made no indication of the such.
She was hoping we could help Hilton. And that's what we were investigating, because it didn't seem like Hilton was at fault for these murders.
Give me a persuasion check.
By who by?
Houdin. He was the one talking.
Nope.
He kind of eyes you all suspiciously.
Andy
Well,
certainly looked concerned.
Well, boys, she's missing.
Oh, no.
And you were the last ones to see her. And I'm going to have to tell the rest of the Hellfighters that.
Needham, if you get, you need to also tell them something else. We found out more about these people that he was tracking down.
Okay. Yeah,
God, I
you
forgot the hell
can
what
give
his
me
name was.
Give me a
And
either a fast talk or persuasion, something along those lines.
I didn't write his goddamn name down. But yeah, because I mean, we have a lead.
And the Juju House. They're the ones that pointed us to the Juju House.
Mm-hmm.
And I dropped Bounier's name.
And the Dr. Robert Houston.
All right, Amos, you give me a check, either a persuade or a fast talk, since you're jumping in there. Oh, yeah, Houston, with that guy. Uh-huh, he says.
Okay. I'm going to push my roll on Persuade.
Okay.
And if I fail, he will blame me for the murder publicly in front of everyone.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
My
I
God.
was like, if
Okay.
Am I going to have to hatchet this man?
He's like, he's listening to you now. He says,
I was like, I'm innocent. We're innocent. We were following up Millie's lead, and the Juju house turned out to be some really spooky stuff going on
yeah.
over there.
He's like, I
Maybe
know.
they're onto us, onto them, and so they're striking back.
Certainly hope not.
And we did notice some cult members over there, right? Correct?
Yeah, we
Amos?
actually we ran from.
Oh, Andy.
You guys
Yeah,
went
we
to the
did re-
you went to the Juju house?
We did some investigating.
Did anybody see you? Were you followed?
They were.
Unknown.
No, if we were, it was nowhere that would have threatened her.
Yeah, we didn't.
Well, we
did.
we need to keep an eye out. This is very unlike Millie, and we've definitely got to keep an eye out. And if you guys hear anything or see anything while you guys are out investigating, be sure to let us know. We're going to go and me and the boys, we're going to go check out a few more places. But please keep in touch.
Boonier, have you heard of this person in Harlem?
Have not.
Okay.
And also, you can trust Detective Poole. He seems like a good guy. We've been linking, but
yeah, you've seen what they did to our brother Hilton, right? You saw what they did there, planting evidence and making it look like he's a killer.
That was the captain. We found out the captain is dirty, but the lieutenant is trying to help.
Lieutenant Poole
Believes that your boy is innocent.
Yeah, and he's been working to
Well, I hope
uncover.
Well, I hope you boys can help him out before they send him to meet old Sparky.
I hope so too. We're fine. There's something weird going on with this cult around town, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. Have you heard of the Emerson house at all related to that Juju place?
Let's see. What does he know? Let's see if he knows about that place.
Or if he's familiar with the Silas and Kawana.
Nope. He's like, no, I haven't heard of any of those. Just like you boys, we were scoping out the Juju house, and I'll tell you, I've had more than my fair share of run-ins with that Captain Robson and his men. But it's good to know that there's someone honest in that police department.
It is indeed. What turned you guys on to the Juju house in the first place?
Let's see.
It's a good question.
Yeah, he came here to question us, and now we're questioning him. Ha
he says, I think we covered some of that when we met the other night, but look, let's schedule some time to sit down and chat. And but for now, we've got to figure out what's happened to Millie.
Is there anywhere you'd like us to search? Like, are you sending out search parties around, or?
Well, we're checking
Somewhere
out her
maybe you
usual
can't go?
places. We're checking out her usual places, but
Okay.
this is very out of the ordinary, and as far as we know, her husband hasn't seen her. Again, very out of the ordinary, and given what Hilton's dealing with, we don't want to give him more to worry about. We need to focus on getting him out of there and keeping his spirits up. But yeah, you can meet me down there at the bar. I can bring the boys around, and you guys can ask questions. Just let me know when.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Certainly sorry to hear about this.
Give
If
us
there
2 nights.
If there's anything that
So Thursday night,
that we
Friday
can
night?
do to
Friday night.
Friday night. Yeah.
All right, I'll let them know. Friday night.
We'll meet at Teddy's.
Meet you boys then.
Sorry, Andy. What were you saying to him?
just if there's anything that we can do to help with Millie, let us know. Otherwise, we'll keep an eye out for her and see if there's anything we can find out.
We should probably go check out her place
Keep
for
an eye
any signs of break-in.
I think Emerson. I think if Emerson has like a warehouse or something, or even their offices, if they own the building, I bet she's there. It all comes back to Emerson.
Well, should we check out?
After Needham Johnson leaves? I do bring up.
Yeah, after he.
I remember a flash of light when I was out in the street, but I was kind of out of my head to pick up on what it was.
Yeah, someone drove by and flashed a shot of you and your disgrace and me trying to make it easier.
Oh,
A what?
a picture.
This is news to us.
Well, I mean, they were driving. It's going to be blurry. I'm concerned, but I'm not that concerned. You know, it's going to be in newspapers about some wackadoo thing that probably has nothing to do with what's really going on.
Well, maybe we shouldn't have mentioned we were at the Juju house then. Well, that ship sailed.
Mhm.
I don't think these guys are going to be telling anybody else except themselves, right?
Yeah.
I take out the books and put them on the table. Well, Amos or Steerforth, you guys are the researchers. What do you think about these things then?
I'm gonna look at them too over their shoulders because I'm not as dumb as I look. I do a lot of reading out there in the woods.
I'm pretty smart too, but I'll let them.
Andy can certainly take a look as well.
What language is the Pannonic manuscripts in?
All right, so you open up the narcotic manuscripts. All right.
We should have just started with the god one. You know, why mess with the appetizer when we can have the dessert?
Life as a god.
This is they're 5 bound manuscripts. 5 bound manuscript. Let's see. Okay.
I'm looking at Amos to see if any
What are they saying?
ticks or anything start taking over.
Okay. It's in English. The author and translator are unknown. Amos, are you gonna? Let's see. You're gonna probably study it. You got like archaeology or anthropology or something like that. Ancient.
Archaeology is probably my better.
Okay. So pick a skill that you want to use. All right. Yep.
That's
Yeah,
you
you can.
better.
It's embossed.
Anthropology is like 4.
It's embossed in a red leather binding. The manuscript inside is dated the 15th century. Okay. You guess it
I
would-
take it history has no help here.
the yeah, the all right, you open this up, you're starting to look through it, you got this preliminary information, just kind of looking the book over, right? It's in this red leather binding. You open it up, you can see the dates on there, you share this information, and you start really kind of digging into it, trying to read it. There's notes written in the margins, things like that. And like it's pretty intense, you know, what you're reading. It talks about like magic spells, things like that. And so you quickly close the book. Now, if you want to spend time studying the book, you could probably spend about a year, you know, looking this over and really understand the meaning. But you're a little freaked out based on what you've read on that one.
What is it?
Well, I'll probably
Amos?
definitely take a year to study it, but it won't do us any good right now.
Correct. Okay. Well, yeah. All right. So, go ahead.
What's it about, Amos?
Some pretty intense stuff. It said something about spells, and
You thought you might have seen
it's kind of
things
over.
about
Yeah, it's kind of
stories
over my
of
head right
stories
now.
of Atlantis and stories of Jupiter,
Oh, whoa, cool,
stories of Hyperborea.
good fairy
Yeah,
tale
yeah,
stuff.
I would have to. It will take me a bit of time to really wrap my head around this book, but this won't really help us in the short term. This book in particular,
Okay.
that I kind of take and hold closer to me.
Okay.
I want to take Andy wants to take a better look at the cover on Amongst the Stones.
Amongst the Stones.
Flips that around on the table and takes a look at it.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is a lighter read. Opening it up, it's written in English by a person named Justin Geoffrey. 1918. It's handwritten. Contains poems. Appears to be bound in leather.
Okay, I'm gonna dig a little deeper.
It would probably take you about a week to read this one and kind of process it.
Okay. Any one of those, I don't know. History, I don't know if that would have anything to do with it.
No, you don't need to make any roll on this one.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to spend a week looking it over.
Well, I mean, there's always going to be downtime, right?
Yep.
Traveling here and there. So, yeah, this is poems, and it's written in 1918, handwritten.
So before,
By-
right before the what is it? Before the excursion or whatever, right? Like they went in 1919, so maybe it has something to do with why they went,
Right.
or some kind of legend in there that.
The handwriting's kind of hard to get through, so it's going to take a little time to actually get through this, but I don't know if it's going to yield much other than maybe inspiration behind, like you said, the expedition.
Yeah. Who's reading Life as a God?
Me.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look here.
Steer forth. Do you know French?
No.
All right. Well, that'll make that last book difficult to get through.
Would you like a little French in you?
A little?
No.
Okay, Life as a God. It's written in English, written by Montgomery Crompton. The copyright is 1810. It is handwritten as well.
Original.
Appears to be a diary.
Curious.
This would take you about 10 weeks
Oh wow.
to fully comprehend.
Maybe he went to Africa or had experienced the cults or something. Maybe this had something to do with like backstory to what's going on.
You do see
Yeah,
mentions of Egypt in there,
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
but
Definitely gonna
it
go
started to
through
kind
it.
of give you the heebie-jeebies, and so you closed it quickly.
Oh, it gives me a headache.
Um,
Breaking out in the sweats here.
yeah, but if you want to try to spend some time, it'll take you about 10 weeks.
I will, but I'll do it in small spurts. I won't
Okay.
do more than a few pages at a time, and then I'll take a break.
Okay.
And one book remains sitting at the table.
I look over at Steerforth. Well,
I will
all you.
take a look. at the
Everyone
final
looks at
book.
Steerforth.
Well, we got Steerforth and who
I'm
else?
good not. I'm good not reading anything. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, the selections. It's written in French. It's bound in decaying blue leather. Give me a. You could do library use or history or something like that. Okay. Looks like it was written in 13th century. No, just the library use is fine.
Okay.
It looks like it was written in the 13th century. It's handwritten. And yeah, if you want to decipher it, yeah, I mean, you'd need to learn French, right? Which you totally could.
Okay.
There's lots of strange symbols in the book. And yeah.
You could pick up a the English book to help decipher.
Yeah. Yeah, you could find something like that at the library.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I need to learn French.
So what are our plans moving forward? We need to get in touch with Poole. There's at least, I think, 2 details that he should know about.
And maybe
Yeah.
he'll heard of Bounier or
Yeah,
on
because he might
his
be able to
radar
give
at
us
some
more
point.
direction. He might
Because for-
maybe.
He should know about the Juju house. Not that we were necessarily there, but investigations point in that direction.
Maybe let him know about Millie being missing, but keep it on the down low from the rest of the department.
True.
As you
I
guys
think
are
we should snoop around.
As you guys are talking, the one of the employees of the hotel was starting to walk by and then stopped for a moment and then came over. He goes, "Sorry, gentlemen. Are one of you Mr. Sterling?"
Yes, that'd be me.
Yes. A Mrs. Sterling left a note at the front counter. Sorry, this was maybe Monday night or Tuesday morning. Asking to speak to you. She mentioned something about her receiving a phone call from the police. I'm sure it was for, totally legitimate reasons, sir. But here's the note. And he hands it to you and goes back to
And this
running.
and this came in 2 days ago.
Yes. Yeah. It was. I wasn't the one who took the call, sir. Do you have a room?
Busted.
Do you have a room here?
Yes,
Are you
Yeah.
a guest here at the hotel?
I am indeed.
Ah. And yep. Sorry, sir, but it was Monday or Tuesday when the message came in.
Well, this certainly puts a bit of shadow on this hotel.
If it was
So
Tuesday, it
excuse
was
me.
just last night.
Andy's going to excuse himself and I guess go up to his room to call.
Okay.
Harvey, you want to visit Lieutenant Poole with that mask again? Or do we want to wait for Andy to come back? You're on mute.
There's no answer.
Probably
on the
wait
call.
for Andy. He's probably just making a phone call. But we should reach out to Poole. Yeah, I mean, if you want to drive down there, I'm not going to take the mask with me, though.
What
Don't think
Sorry.
I'd even mention it. Go ahead, Laird.
what time of the day is it right now? 2 or
It's
something?
probably
3?
1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, so she's probably at work actually.
Probably.
At this point, I would imagine.
Oh, I thought you were calling the police.
No. There's any number of quote unquote police that could be coming to my place, given what we know.
Mm-hmm.
It may have been Poole just trying to get in touch with you, also, with
It's true.
information.
It's true. I think Andy would want to time it so he can meet her coming out of work,
Okay.
because he should know her routine at this point.
Sure.
He doesn't necessarily want to go into the school since he's technically on this leave of absence. That might look weird.
Okay.
And so he'll take a cab or do what he needs to do to get over there at the appropriate time.
Which would be what, like 5,
Yeah, I mean, I don't-
4.
4 or 5, something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
she's pretty diligent, so she likes to have things prepared for the next day. So
Okay.
Maybe a couple of us can go check on Poole, and a couple of us go look into the Emerson Company, kind of like we did earlier in the week or last week,
okay,
because those are our 3 leads: is Poole, Bounier, who we'll probably learn through Poole, and then the Emerson Company, which we'll probably learn about more of the cult.
why don't we use kind of obviously the hotel as a contact point, but apparently leaving messages with the front desk is not all that great.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps we can slip some somewhat cryptic stuff that might be important under the door to the hotel
Okay.
room. If we need to communicate with each other and we can't get in touch with one another. Otherwise, we'll just meet up back here in a couple hours, few hours.
Yeah.
Yep, for dinner.
Mhm.
We'll discuss our next steps.
Okay. Who's going to go to see Poole?
I'll go to Poole.
Poole with Houdin.
And Harvey? Or Harvey, you going to Poole?
Well, I've met Poole. I've talked to him, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it would
we
make
all
sense. And
have.
I'm not that good in the library. I mean, I know my way around, but I ain't special or nothing.
So
I'd rather walk. Yeah, yep.
So Houdin and Harvey. Who else?
Amos, I don't know if it'd be smart for you to go. Weren't you in the picture?
I just remember a flash.
Yeah, his face was pretty downward at the time. I think mine was up more in surprise at the vehicle
I mean,
moving
it's-
by at
it's here.
speed.
Yeah. Okay.
At the same time,
If the picture is a matter of them getting an image of, if it was something with the Emerson company that took the picture, which is what I was concerned about, it might not be a very good idea for my face to be showing up around the Emerson building.
Oh, I thought you guys would go to the library and look up kind of the Emerson building or poke
Yeah.
around. Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. Come with us. Come with us. Everyone, if they want.
Okay.
Actually,
who's
that
going to the
might be a
police?
good idea.
Raise
I'm
your
going
hand.
to the police.
Yeah, raise your hand if you're going to go to the police. All right.
So does Steerforth want to go look up Emerson at the library?
Or maybe
Yes,
poke
that's
around their
exactly.
office.
I will poke around the office as much as possible, but first I'm going to research them in the library and find out what I can find.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, well then let's do the library first.
Okay.
All right. So
'Cause
give
they're
me a
downtown,
library
right?
use.
Ooh. Yeah.
Emerson Import.
Yeah. You can find the information on the business and the address there in New York. And all kinds of publicly known information. Was there something in particular you're looking for?
I was hoping to find more. Not sure how to describe it.
The proprietor of Emerson Imports is a man named Arthur Emerson.
Okay.
He is a native New Yorker. He built the business himself.
Is there anything about expeditions? Anything about what the Emerson company has done? Anything that stands out as being particularly Cthulhu-esque?
No.
Okay.
Appears to be a legit business.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
All right. Anything else while you're at the library?
No, I think I'm gonna go and surveil discreetly.
French to English dictionary.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I'll start working on learning French.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you
Seems
can
like
find a book.
an opportune
Yep.
moment for that.
Absolutely. And you can check out a book on learning French and, English to French dictionary. Yep. Pocket-sized edition.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna get that.
E, U, U, and we.
Parlez-vous français?
Yeah.
I'd like a liter of cola. Well, I guess that's
Yep. So keep that book on you, and
okay.
we can definitely.
And then in the meantime,
Okay.
to look more into this Emerson Company thing, I'm going to try and surveil them discreetly.
Okay. We'll come back to that part if you're going to
Okay.
travel there.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to the police station. All right. So you guys arrive at the police station. And
Well, I asked to see Lieutenant Poole, as well as I would like to get a firearms license as well.
as Harvey goes walking in like a boss.
I know. Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
So I asked for the license form as well.
Sure, they get you a license form.
I start filling it out while we're waiting for Lieutenant Poole.
Okay. Harvey, you see Lieutenant Poole sitting at his desk. He stands up.
Lieutenant Poole. Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Poole.
Harvey and Houdin, how are you guys?
Good to see you, sir. We've been trying to get a hold of you.
Hold on. I gotta write down my address here.
Have you met our friend Amos?
He's like, yeah. I think. Has he met Amos? I think so.
Yeah. I charmed him.
Yeah. He's like, gentlemen.
Everybody
how
was
are
there
you?
when we met him.
Yeah.
Very well, sir. We have found some more information about our recent
She's like, excuse me, gentlemen.
Murders.
Okay,
May we have a seat?
Yeah,
Moda.
what's going on?
Is there a place where we can talk more discreetly?
We went to Harlem and looked into a few things, asked around a bit. And first we got a hold of Millie, who's the wife. And she directed us downtown to some of his friends. And we talked to them and looked into some stuff they said. And we think it might have to do with some sort of African voodoo with the Juju house.
And then,
Maybe
you're kind of
behind
mid-sentence when this large gentleman steps out of his office and says, he's yelling at the secretary, "Hey, you forgot!" And then this guy he says, "You!" And he comes marching up towards Amos. "I've been looking all over town for you." Now this guy is... You guys have not met him yet.
Amos is going to jail.
Is that the captain? I knew it.
Yeah.
And this is
I think it's going to be.
Captain.
Captain Walter Robson.
Okay.
And he says, "All of yous in my office right now. I had to throw you all in the slammer right this second in my office."
I keep filling out my paper.
He rips it out of your hand, rips it into pieces, throws it on the floor. "Get in there.
What? I needed that.
I could
it's
bust you all
Lieutenant
right
Poole going?
now. I could have you all in Sing Sing by the afternoon.
Oh, you don't want to do that, sir.
In my office." Lieutenant Poole comes as well.
I'm
Officer,
glad there's not
officer,
Poles with us.
make sure this man enters. Watch this door. I have been looking all over town for you and your friend, one Andrew Sterling. Appears we've got a little complaint about you boys getting drunk and then busting up a very reputable retail establishment here in town, here in New York. You got anything to say for yourself?
Sir, I don't
Drink.
Yeah.
He
it's
pulls
not
out a
even-
photograph. Is this a picture of you being drunk and puking all over the front door of the Juju house?
How clear is that picture is
Yeah,
showing?
this is 1920. It's like this
1920.
blurry image.
And the vehicle was in motion, as I recall it. Plus,
It was slow.
it wasn't on the front door.
You're not
He
there.
was on the sidewalk.
That's
I know.
right. You were on the sidewalk. That's
And
right.
I wasn't
know
there
everything
either,
you're saying
so-
is true. But this is
I keep pointing out that's not him. See that was a Puerto Rican guy for sure.
That,
Like you
that
could
doesn't
tell.
even look like me.
We
Yeah.
were with the lawyer. He was with
He's
us
like-
with the lawyer.
We have an alibi. The
Yeah.
entire night we were with the
check,
Hellfighters.
check with the lawyer. Check I kick Houdin.
Listen.
Check with the lawyer. We were with the lawyer meeting him.
Mm-hmm. Listen.
Yeah, that's right.
I could let you guys off with a small fine and a promise that you will stay away from the Juju house and you'll do your drinking somewhere else. And it'll
We'll go
cost
to
you
the other side of town.
$5. And I see two people in this photo. That's going to be $5 times 2.
I'd pay him the $10.
He pulls it from you abruptly, counts it, sticks it in his pocket. Now get the hell out of my office. And stay the hell away from Juju House. And tell that Sterling, his wife doesn't tell a very good story.
We'll be sure to pass it on.
Sterling. Oh, that's Andy, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Should I steal his keys? Like while we're here?
Keys? What are you talking about? Get the hell out of my office, he shouts.
What are you doing behind my desk?
Why is your hand in my pocket?
I have a moment of silence over the torn up papers of Houdin.
I'm gonna go fill out another license because I'm assuming it's just
Yeah.
filling something out
Okay.
to get a
Can-
license so I can go
can
buy a
you-
gun.
Yeah.
Can you sticky fingers that picture?
Okay.
Can I get with Pool before are we getting marched out? Can I get a message to Pool at all?
Yeah. He's walking with you guys to the front door. He's like, you guys better get the hell out of here.
Pool, you got to look into something for us.
Look, let's just...
Bounier. We have a name.
All right,
Bounier.
all right,
Look into
look.
Bounier in the
Look.
Harlem.
Look, where can I find you guys?
Call the Chelsea.
All right, look, how
We're
about...
at the Chelsea.
I'm about to clock out, all right? I can meet you over there at the Chelsea in an hour. And then
Sounds
we can
good.
talk.
Do it.
Okay. I need to get
I
my fire.
We're on the same
fire-
team, Pool.
Keep your heads down.
Okay.
I exit.
Okay.
I turn in. I want to get my firearms license so I can buy a gun.
Okay. Yeah, you fill out the paperwork and you get it all submitted. Okay.
And then as he gets cuffed, I told you to get out of here.
Oh no! I wrote it really quick.
Yeah.
So I can come back and buy a gun. Damn it!
Yeah. She's like, I'll get it processed for you.
Part of the process is getting your fingerprints, so then they're registered, which then rings a red flag to the gun they found at a murder scene, down at the Juju house.
Yeah. Okay. So, Andy, you head over to the university to meet up with your wife. Is that what
We're
you're doing?
teaching at the university.
I don't know. Wherever you're teaching.
High school, I thought.
High school.
I
Head over to the high school.
Yeah, I assumed it was,
Okay.
being as recently out of the university as I am, I assumed.
Sure. So, she's not there.
So she doesn't come out
Correct.
after a certain amount of time. The concern would build faster than probably normal.
Yeah.
And when things look fairly clear, but only just recently, he's going to go ahead and head in and look for her.
Okay. There's somebody else in the classroom.
As in like another teacher.
Correct. Not somebody that you recognize. There's a gentleman in the classroom, kind of like putting papers away.
Okay, I'm just gonna pass this off as pleasantly and politely as possible. That I was coming by to drop in on Rose. and am surprised to not see her here.
Yeah. I'm a substitute. Apparently she didn't come in today.
So she called out.
Must have, or they wouldn't have called me.
Right. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Jones. Brett Jones. Pleasure to meet you. He's got a firm handshake.
Hi, Brett. Pleasure to meet you as well. Well, I hope everything went smoothly for you. I hope her notes are good for you, and you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah. Thanks. You too.
And then Andy's gonna head to his apartment.
Okay.
He's gonna walk it, and he's gonna keep an eye out and make sure he's the best he can that he's not being followed.
Okay.
Maybe even do like a triple left turn type thing or quadruple left turn thing.
Sure. Give me a spot hidden.
Looks clear to me.
Yep, looks good. Okay, so
I'll
you get to
slip
the
up to
apartment.
the apartment and let myself in, locking the door behind me.
All right.
Jesus, how much do I pay for this hallway alone? Oh, this is the hallway to my apartment.
Yes, that's the hallway to your apartment. The door is slightly ajar.
Okay, I'm gonna listen for a moment.
Okay.
God, he's really worried about his wife. He's like, oh, just
I know.
I
He's
don't
like,
hear anyth- I take it I don't hear anything.
go slow, take extra turns.
she could be accentuating right now.
Yeah, I'm concerned about her. If they haven't figured out where she lives to begin with and the connection to me, I don't want that to happen. So, I take it I don't hear anything.
Roll a listen. Sounds quiet.
Okay. Just to be safe, I'm gonna pull out my backup pistol
Okay.
and slowly make my way into the apartment.
Okay.
Checking corners. I have home advantage, so I'm gonna
Where are you going?
hold on one sec. Okay, so this room's all pretty clear. Is this a full-fledged door, or is it like a going into a Western bar kind of thing? Right here. So,
Oh, I don't know. Could be whatever you want. It's your apartment.
I guess we'll just do swing doors.
You gonna kick through the swing doors and jump into the kitchen?
No.
Gun.
I'm gonna push the one on my right open and look into the kitchen.
Yeah. So the in the kitchen, the water's still running in the sink. There's some spoiled or maybe some old food that's cooked on the stove.
The stove's off, I take it.
It is off.
I'll go over and leave the water running. I'll go to here and I'll slip out this door and the
Okay.
pace a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look into this room,
Clear.
and then are either one of these doors open?
Sure. One of the bedroom doors are open.
Okay, so I'm gonna slip in there.
Yep. Empty.
And then open this door.
Empty.
So the whole place is empty.
Yeah, I mean, there's another bedroom here.
It's blocked to me. I don't even see a door. There's a shadow over
Oh,
that
really?
whole wall. Yeah.
That's weird. Hold on. Oh, is it because there's no light? That must be it. Hang on.
Maybe.
Let me turn on a lamp in there for you.
Thanks. Okay, so I'll look into this room.
Yep. Bed does not appear to be slept in.
Also empty.
Yep.
Are there any fire escapes off of any of the windows in my apartment?
Sure.
So I want to check those windows.
Yep. Yeah. Windows all look secure.
Same wherever the fire escape is.
Uh-huh.
Are. And there's no message left anywhere that we normally leave messages for one another?
Nope. But the front door
Is there
was
anything-
slightly open.
Right. Is her purse still here? You know, things that she normally would leave the place with.
Um, you find her purse. It's still there.
And it's got all the stuff in it
Yep.
that she would
Keys
normally
and
keep
money
with her.
and yeah. I mean, you guys are poor, so she's only got a couple bucks, but
Right. So Andy's just racking his brain for any situation where she might have, in the past, just run down to the corner store without all that shit for some reason. But the keys, I mean, and she wouldn't leave the door open, that's for sure. I'm gonna call Pool.
okay. The receptionist answers, sorry, you just missed him. He just clocked out.
Then. Okay, thank you. I hang up.
Okay. I'm gonna have.
Are there any neighbors that we're friendly with?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna knock on one of their doors.
Okay.
After stowing my weapon.
Sure. Yeah, let's see. Where am I? There we are. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, you knock on the door. Old man Jones.
Old man Jones
he's just like
yells
hey.
at kids.
Yep. You having parties?
No, sir. I've actually been.
Well, now you listen here. I live here, and I deserve to live someplace quiet in my age. And I told your wife and her friends to keep it down.
What friends?
No, the one she was drinking
no.
with. Just yesterday, I was just getting home from work, and there she is, just drunk and just flailing all over the place. Friends had to hold her up. Now look, no more of this partying. This stuff's not legal.
I'm gonna walk.
Next
away
time, I'm gonna call the cops.
and into my apartment and close the door.
Okay.
That's
Whippersnapper.
not exactly what I think of when I think of friendly with neighbors, but okay.
Whippersnapper. All right. So now with that, why don't we take a quick bio
Sure.
break? And
Oh my God!
back.
He found out there was another man.
All right, and we're back. Nice short intermission. All right, so we'll cut over to the Hotel Chelsea,
Mm-hmm.
and is Andy gonna head to the Hotel Chelsea?
Other than doing one last final pass to see if there's any evidence of anything,
Nothing.
there's nothing that he could really stay there for. And the longer he stays there, the more he really contaminates it for fingerprinting and other higher tech forms of investigation. Not that he's expecting to get any of that.
DNA.
CSI action.
That's-
1920s.
Yeah,
Well,
totally
no,
already-
it's-
They're just like, get that guy.
1920 style.
Half or more of the police aren't trusted at this point by us. So, you know,
Hmm.
I would have put in a missing persons report already, except for that problem.
Well, it's gonna get worse.
I'm gonna have to put in a missing persons report. I'm gonna have to.
So you're telling everybody that right now? I have to.
When
I got the missing persons report. I don't even know what to
Right.
do.
when
Are
they
you back?
show up, he's pacing and he's like, "What took you guys so long? Get in here, sit down."
Yeah, and I tell him, I tell him what the captain said.
Now,
And I'm
before that
like-
even gets out, he tells you that
Yeah.
Rose is missing.
Yeah, no, I get that. You say your piece, and then when you're done, you're like, I have to report. I have to. That's when I say, no, you can't. And I explain what happened at the station and with the captain and what he said. And I was like, either that's coincidence or this is deeper than we thought, and he's with the cult as well.
Oh, he's 100% with the cult, or the cult has him on
And
their
which is
payroll.
bad for your wife, and now we really are ticking on the clock here.
Well, and
Fool
Millie,
is
I mean,
coming to meet us.
Millie was a point enough.
Yeah.
And the
Well, we
police
haven't
shows
heard
up.
from
There's-
Stillforth yet.
There's no coincidence about my wife going missing now, especially
Lieutenant
since they
Poole's like,
already
what's
showed
going
up.
on? Somebody's missing? What's going on?
Isn't
my wife.
Steerforth at the docks? Wasn't he going to Emerson?
Yeah, he was going to go to
Okay.
peruse around Emerson.
Okay, so we'll put him out then.
Did we skip him, or
No,
is that happening after?
That'll happen after. So,
Okay. Because I think important stuff's going to happen there.
well, Steerforth, do you want to just do a drive-by to see where this place is? You can see that it's active. There's trucks going in and out. There's people about.
Or are you gonna full on Batman it?
Not during
Batman.
the day.
Okay, so you,
But
so
He
you,
is the knight.
so
I am the knight.
you're gonna head back then to.
Yeah, I'll head back to
Okay,
the Chelsea.
all right.
He is the knight with
Hey,
bright
is that
blonde
Leonard
hair and a
Cohen?
big red beard.
Right.
All right, so yeah, Lieutenant Poole joins you guys. All right, so what's going on?
Have a seat, Lieutenant Poole. We did some more digging in Harlem, and I tell him about Bounier, and I tell him about the Juju House, and I tell him about Emerson and how we think they're connected.
Okay,
This is, of course, after Andy has filled him in on Rose.
I pat him on the back. It's okay, Andy.
he pulls
Get
out
her
his
back.
notepad. He's taking notes. How tall is she?
We
Mhm.
we,
What's her
Gives a
weight?
full detail.
Mhm.
the Juju House, we got attacked by the cultists.
What? Cult?
We went there to just kind of look around it when it was open, peruse it,
Uh-huh.
and they recognized us and
You saw 'em?
attacked us.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You guys broke into a store in the middle of the
No.
night.
Nope.
No.
Have you seen what's in their basement?
The door was open.
It was
sir.
open, and we smelled death coming out of it, and we went down to the basement, and they had actual something down there, some kind of monsters.
Can't describe it, but I can show you something. I can show you something that will curdle your tongue, if you mind the expression.
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't you come up with Andy? Why don't we go up to your room? I want to show you something.
Andy stands up and starts walking.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't have a hotel
I'm going to
room.
show him the mask. We're going to go up there and
Just
show
lead
him
the,
the mask.
lead the way.
Okay, so you show him the mask. He's like,
Yep.
So you guys stole this?
Temporarily appropriated it for evidence purposes.
Yes. They had
Evidence-
corpses in the.
Okay,
They had
evidence of
corpses. They had corpses in the basement that had started getting up and walking towards us. They even attacked us. You could see wounds on Harvey and Steerforth.
And now, Sir Millie has gone missing, and Andy's wife has gone missing.
what? Okay.
These are evil beings. This is definitely a death cult.
And
Yours-
your captain, you were there in the room. Your captain said something about Andy's wife, and she's gone.
Yeah. No, I had heard that some of the police went down to ask some questions of looking for Andy, who wasn't home. And the school said that, he was on leave, and we went to find him or not we, but some of the officers there in the precinct went down to ask some questions. He wasn't there. She said she'd get a hold of him. Yeah, I heard about that. How long has she been missing?
24 hours.
When was the last time you saw her?
Our like 2 days prior. Our neighbor said. Our neighbor was complaining about noise from last night,
Okay.
and I think he may have seen the people who had taken him, because he said that he yelled at him.
Yeah.
It sounded like he had opened his door and was yelling at him to keep the noise down.
And you gotta believe us.
Were they making a lot of noise?
I think she was trying to resist, but from what the neighbors said, it sounded like they had drugged her or something.
Or something.
He said she was or they were drunk.
I mean,
And
you guys, what this looks like, right? I mean, I want to help you here. I thought, we're on the same side, but you guys know what this looks like, right?
Ask to look in the basement at the Juju
All our
house.
friends are going missing. We find this obviously illegal items.
Illegal.
And our friends are going missing.
Yeah, how many-
and murders
how many-
are happening. Disappearances
This
are still happening.
Looks like a African mask.
There's a human tongue in it.
Look closer, sir.
I've seen worse. I mean,
Really? I had to roll a.
It's like, if you could only see the things that I've had to see.
They
I've
were
seen
walking
some
corpses. We followed.
He's running around with 10 sanity.
We followed our instincts down to the basement to try to find out what's going on, and there were walking corpses in
you
the
guys,
basement.
back up.
Everyone who
What were
knows
you- what were
anything
you
is
doing at-
disappearing.
What were you doing at Juju House? Why
We
were
were
you
told there might be some leads on the disappearances in Harlem.
What do the disappearances have to do with Juju House?
That the cult
The death cult.
operating. The death cult was operating out of the Juju house, and we went and investigated and found
Okay,
an actual cultist.
What connects the Juju House to any murders?
There were 4 corpses of missing people in the basement.
You saw dead bodies of the missing people. Okay. In the basement.
They animated up and up.
That's when I elbow him at that point and go, that's when they came and chased us out
and they had
with
the
their
They also-
headbands and pangas.
Yes. All immigrants, by the way.
Did you get a photo of this? Do you have any evidence to back up what you're saying here?
The wounds.
The mask, the bodies in the basement.
I mean, you realize the judge is just going to say you stole the mask.
Well, that's why we're telling you there's more to this. We're not ready to come forward with everything yet. We're still investigating. We found out who may be tied in with this cult. We have a name, finally, a name to this group who's causing the murders. An African woman called Bounier.
Bounier, okay. And who
We
told
gotta
you this?
find. She's the connection. She's the connection.
And
Believe it or
okay, I got it. I'll look.
believe it or not, sir.
I'll
Yep,
look into
okay.
Bounier. Who told you that Bounier was involved?
This guy's evil. He's turning on us here.
No, he isn't.
No, he's being a cop, a good cop.
We got
Um,
a tip. Mhm.
We can tell him. Go ahead.
We got a tip from, believe it or not, Erica Carlisle.
Oh, all right. So Erica Carlisle says that Bounier is a woman that runs the Juju shop and murders people.
Is involved with the cult, with the same cult,
Got it.
who we think is tied to the Juju house and all the murders. We have pieces, but we find her and we find where the pieces fit.
We also
Got it.
found a connection to the Emerson house through the Juju house as well.
And okay, what connects that? What are they importing stuff like these masks to the store so they can sell them?
Yes, and they've been
I think you boys are onto
porting-
something.
It's like the opposite of slavery. They're taking people from here and taking them back to their villages in Africa to sacrifice to their Juju gods.
Have you
They may
seen
be
them take?
recruiting.
Have you seen them take somebody into that store and murder them?
Yes.
No.
They had a cauldron down there as well. You have to believe me.
Cauldron room.
Oh,
We almost had him, man. We almost had him.
I'm
And
just
then you
looking
gotta
back
open
and
your
forth
mouth about a
confused.
cauldron room.
It's evil.
oh. You guys. Oh my gosh. He's like, all right.
Can we
got it."
try that part again? Can we?
No,
Can
it was
we
perfect.
rewind?
It was perfect. What are you talking
Are
about?
you are you
think,
familiar with Silas and Kawana?
Silas and Kawana. No, but I can look into it for you.
Yes, this is what Captain Robson's trying to cover up. Why did he think he told us not to mess with the Juju house anymore? Because we found their secret stash
Yeah, that
of
is
dead bodies.
that is suspicious. I'll give you that.
They have a basement behind the counter. There's a secret under trap door that goes down into this archaic basement. They have
Mhm.
all kinds of satanic symbols down there and whatever we couldn't determine. And then we found these dead bodies that started attacking us.
Uh-huh.
And wanting to arrest me for eating bad food and being sick on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Where it wasn't even in the Juju house.
Uh-huh. Well, no,
Innocent.
we had apparently there was a complaint that came in, said some vandals had broken into the store, and
How did they know it was us?
they provided a photo, said that
Well,
How
they
they
just
know
they'd heard
confessed to it.
noises and went down,
But that-
saw
but-
who was there,
but they-
took a photo,
they-
and drove away quickly.
Why did
to
they have
report it.
why did they have a photograph ready right in front of the store? That seems a little like prepared.
Well, I mean, cameras are not, that uncommon.
And we saw the cultists running down the street with the headbands there too.
Headbands. They have headbands?
Remember from he saw the dead people with the headbands. The two that were shot had headbands.
So, like the guys Right.
from
Okay.
the
Okay, so here's what I need from you
From
guys.
Elias's murder.
yeah.
And I know, that really struck a chord with you guys, but look, I need evidence. Okay, I'm not saying that there isn't something going on at the Juju house, but if we need to like raid that place, I need evidence that
Something solid.
I can show to the cops that I trust, and then we can arrange a raid on that place with your help.
That makes sense. Just slow down any intervention by the captain if you can. That's all we ask.
Yeah, yep, you bet.
We're on to something big here.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Well, look, you guys know how to get in touch with me. And when you've got something that can positively connect these murders with the Juju house, then it's on. And then,
So we have reached out a couple of times to you, and you just haven't been around.
do you have
We need
evidence?
Run Bounier through your channels. See if you come
Yep.
up with anything. If you do, let us know.
Okay. Well,
And
we
Silas
think she's a
Kawana.
key.
yep, you bet. I'll look up those names. We'll also keep an eye out for Rose.
Please do.
And a Dr. Robert Houston.
I mean, listen, Lieutenant Poole. I really doubt this, but maybe just take a quiet look in your prison cells. Make sure she's not stashed in there, doped up or something in one of your drunk cells, maybe.
Sure. Yep. Can definitely do that. Yep. Anything else?
I know that's a lot to take in, but something weird is going on in this town.
Yeah.
Something unnatural. And be alert, and watch your back, because I think the captain might be out for all of us.
Yeah, you guys watch your back too.
We're on the same team, Lieutenant Poole.
Yes. Yes, we are. And so he leaves.
Can I detect if he's lying about
No.
the being on the same team?
Once Poole leaves, Andy's gonna smack Houdin upside the back of his head.
What? If we're gonna trust him, we have to trust him with the truth. Like,
Yeah,
why
but
would
this isn't like dramatic hour in the movie at 30 miles an hour, okay?
this is, you guys saw the dead things in there too, didn't you? Like,
I
But
don't
he
have a
didn't,
clue.
and it's hard to understand.
Who's going to
And-
believe that? Nobody's going to believe that. You think a court is going to say, "Oh yeah, dead people, sure, that's right."
No, I have no
like-
idea what you're even talking about.
I barely do too. I thought it was a dream, but like we saw the wounds. Why? Are you
I'm itching
trying
the
to hide it?
giant bite I have on my thigh, by the way.
Yeah.
God, this thing itches.
Why
I
is
didn't
it
see
turning
anything.
black? Why is it like?
why did
glowing
it
white
wink at
moss?
me?
I just remember hot flashes and running and vomiting and a flash
Dave,
of
Dave,
light.
you're muted.
All right.
Yeah, it wasn't that funny anyway.
We bought ourselves some time here. We dealt with the police. We learned we got to be more careful. The clock's
Problem.
ticking. We got 2 girls missing. We got to find this Bounier person, and we got to find the headquarters to this cult. I think it all revolves around Emerson. Steerforth, did you see anything down there? Did you find anything out?
I didn't. Nothing that wasn't just public information. Nothing that seemed shady.
Okay.
I went down and I took a look at the place, and it seemed very busy and what have you. But there was nothing. There was no people skulking around other than me.
We forgot about the financial transactions you grabbed as well, didn't you?
I was going to bring that up. I thought somebody had grabbed some documents for the Juju house.
Yeah. Somebody did.
I don't think anybody's taken a look at them yet, though.
Oh, you guys didn't write it down?
So
All right, let's take a
We-
look here.
Yeah,
We do.
I'll
Ooh.
take a look at those.
Yep.
That's right.
My memory of the whole scenario is hazy.
I was like, oh, I thought we grabbed something else, but yeah, like,
all right, let me find the
I thought that's how we learned about the Emerson connection, was those documents.
Juju House.
So that would have been evidence.
No, I think we learned about the connection by looking into just public. I think we've looked into
Oh.
Emerson before.
We
So
found actually,
yeah, so I mean both
So
both
there
Hilton
was something we saw that. Oh, sorry.
both Hilton and Millie had identified Juju House as a place of interest, being linked to the ongoing series of disappearances and murders. And let's see.
There were payments being made to WR14 him/them in the ledger from the Juju house.
Yeah, I'm just opening it up and taking a look
Because
here.
we saw something that directly tied them together. I just don't remember what it was.
That's the only note about ledgers that I have for the Juju house.
Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay.
Bryce, who is Mordecai Lemming?
it's the guy who believes in the occult and has blamed occult on these murders.
Is he an author or?
He's well, I don't know if he's a professor, but
So the let's see. Steerforth, in reviewing the ledger that you guys stole from the Juju house, you find that after spending maybe like a half hour kind of going through it, looking at the income and the expenses, you can see one thing that kind of stands out is a repeated weekly payment to WR14. And it's like $20 a week goes to WR14.
Roberts, would that be the police officer, William Roberts?
Walter Robson.
Walter Robson.
Harvey's mind just got blown. And he's just
Wow.
Albie.
Houdin's like, hey, isn't that guy over there, the police officer? Maybe that's the evidence that we were supposed to present.
It looks like Andy slapped some sense into you.
Andy said, oh, I would have brought that up. I guess we could chase him down. Has he left? How long did he leave? I guess it was half an hour ago.
He's gone.
Yeah. He's long gone.
Let's show up to his house again. Look,
More stolen evidence.
I suggest we hold on to this and wait until we have more than a couple of initials before we go throwing accusations at a police captain.
Yeah, absolutely.
okay,
Very
let's
good.
put this in a safe or something, or should we just hold on to it? I guess.
We can store it maybe in the hotel safe.
Andy's room.
Fine.
It's worked so far.
Well, I don't know. People know where we're at now. Maybe we should have stuff on us now because I'm concerned about someone.
Hey,
They've obviously tossed our rooms. They got
you-
his wife.
Do your disguise thing. And
Okay.
go down and rent out another room under an alias.
Okay, need some money.
I give him the money for it,
Okay.
and then just give me the key, and we'll stash stuff in there, and people won't know we're connected to that
Okay.
alias.
At a different hotel or the same hotel?
No, here should be fine.
Okay.
Just be super subtle, low key, just another customer, nothing
I'm-
dramatic,
I got persuade.
nothing over the top. You're just renting a room, and you want to be left alone. Okay?
Hey,
And
I
Don't
got
worry.
scene.
Don't worry about changing the linen. Don't worry about anything like that. Just
Can
need
you make yourself
time
look like a?
to be alone.
Can you make
Yep.
yourself look like an elderly gentleman?
I will go and try. I'll go out and put some disguise on.
Okay. You head over to a back alley.
Yep. I gotta pull out my little pocket mirror,
Okay.
put my stuff on. Put a full beard on this time,
Okay.
and then come back in.
Go ahead and roll
Change my
disguise.
Oh,
Yeah. You,
extreme success.
yeah. You guys, you don't even recognize him when he comes back in.
I'm walking with a limp.
Yeah.
Like, how long is he gonna be?
His
That's
voice
taking
has
forever.
changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I ask for a room for a week.
Okay. Yep. $5.
I give him the money and keep the rest of it
Okay.
that Andy gave me.
I don't know how
Just
much he gave you.
$5. I gave him a 10.
Okay. Nice. And then I take the keys and walk upstairs.
Okay.
And then when I'm upstairs out of view of someone, I point it. Well, no, I'm just going to go upstairs and rent the room.
Okay.
And then
Are you sure it's taking a long time?
then I'm going to wait like 20 minutes and go out the back door and then change and come back in.
Okay.
Come back and sit down. So probably an hour later.
Okay. You guys have been reading your books or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, it's been done.
Damn, I didn't even see you come in.
I know. I was the
I know.
I was the elderly gentleman that came in earlier.
Oh, thank God you weren't the woman.
Yeah.
No, I don't have the gear for that kind of disguise.
If you were that woman, I'd actually have to sit through your movie.
I haven't mastered the tuck or anything.
Okay.
All right, now we have somewhere safe to
right.
hide stuff.
Now, Harvey, didn't you have a suspicion about where they might have taken Millie?
Emerson on the docks. We need to check that place out. Maybe
Yeah, and-
maybe a little closer and more, with prejudice.
Well, it was the middle of the day. There was only so much I could do,
No, absolutely. No, plus you were by yourself. I wouldn't expect any more, but you
Right.
got an eyeball on it, and we know it's a busy place. So we can either try and melt in with people, or maybe send Houdin in there, or maybe look
We
at
might
it
be able
tonight.
to get in through the roof.
But I do think we need to snoop there.
I'm certainly not going to be able to sleep tonight.
That
Yeah,
or try
what's-
and find Bounier. That's the only other things we have active, really, is trying to hunt down Bounier or try and make the connection to Emerson.
And we could also check out what's her name's house? Mimi?
Millie.
Millie. We could also check out Millie's place for any signs of, in case someone dropped anything as evidence.
And we can
I
also get
sus-
the
I suspect
Hellfighters.
If we find anything, it's going to be very similar to what I found, which was absolutely bupkis, except the door is slightly ajar. And I imagine that Millie's isn't even going to be that because the boys have probably already been there.
That's true. They said
What?
she wasn't there.
What day is it currently?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday, Friday, we're meeting them. So
Yeah, we're meeting with the hell.
Okay. Let's put the mask and the any loot we've acquired into that new room.
Yep.
I'll make sure no one's following us when we go up. It's the
Okay.
With the group of us, that should be fairly easy to do.
now I'm paranoid.
Give me the key. You won't have to be.
Oh yeah, I give him the key.
Okay. So
I
what
don't
you,
need no
And,
stinking
We'll
key.
have
I've already,
dinner, and then after sunset, we'll head down to Emerson.
I've already made a copy of the key.
okay, so you guys are gonna head there after hours.
Please.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll spend some time in those manuscripts.
Yep. Have a meal. Chit chat.
Okay. Okay. Let's get some. No more dear Frederick.
Boys, it's time to John Wick this motherfucker.
Well, all I have is my switchblade now, so
I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. That was totally out of character.
I have one hatchet and no flashlight.
I have a
cocked
flashlight.
I press check my 45.
Mike, do
Okay.
you remember how to fire that thing? That thing was loud as hell. Let's not use
Yes.
it.
I still don't know
Tonight.
what the hell you're all talking about.
It's okay. I have my cane.
I don't remember any guns firing.
Let's see.
I am the terror that flaps in the night.
Terror
I
that
am the finger-
bangs in the night.
I'm the
Kapows.
fingernail on the chalkboard of justice.
That's Flint from our other campaign. The bat.
All right, so
No
Emerson Imports. The company can be found in a long, narrow building on the edge of the Hudson River just beyond Hell's Kitchen. There are loading docks at both ends. The building itself appears to be a warehouse, piled high with freight, and there's a small set of offices in the back there. So
I kind of look around. Are there any workers around? Anyone that's like night security walking around?
Casually walking.
Roll me a spot hidden. And we'll say it's like 7 o'clock at night.
So is the street busy, or is this like a warehouse district?
It's not busy. Oops. Yeah, you don't spot anything.
Is there any way in, or is there just this door?
Yeah, I mean there's this door that the trucks come through.
That Amos magically went through?
Isn't it open?
Yeah, it's open.
Oh.
At 7 o'clock at night.
Well, I mean it's not like
Interesting.
wide open, but it is open.
But there's
enough.
and there's no people here? Or no?
You look around inside, it appears to be empty.
Let's enter then.
I look up. There's nothing. There's no one up in like up above. There's no catwalks or anything.
There's no catwalks. No.
What's going on in the cargo here?
It looks like they prepared a truck, or at least partially loaded a truck, and will probably finish it tomorrow.
Is there a clipboard with any papers or anything in the seat of the truck?
No, you don't see anything like that.
I'm going to listen at this door.
Okay. Give me a listen roll. It's quiet.
Nice. I'm going to try the door handle. Gonna.
Okay. Yeah. It's unlocked. You open the door, and this gentleman stands up. Excuse me. Can I... What are you doing here?
I didn't expect anyone to still be here. Oh, sorry.
Is that what you say?
No.
Thief! I'm calling
you-
the cops right now.
Are you Mr.
This
Emerson?
isn't the bathroom.
This is
Who
not
are
my
you, and what do you
beautiful house.
want?
My name is Arthur Anderson.
Okay.
Oh, Arthur Emerson. God, I wasn't prepared. I was very surprised for sure.
Acting.
Yes.
Improv fail.
Yep.
Yes.
No kidding.
we have heard rumors of our
Who are you?
people
He's like, who are you?
I said,
He just starts having a seizure, you know.
I'm used to a script. I don't know what is going on.
I'm sorry. Please excuse my friend. He's a bit, well, he's been touched. We were actually here to, we were sent over here by the Juju house to see if you had their shipment ready for them yet.
Nice.
Let's see. Give me a fast talk roll.
Oh man. Great
Oh, no.
recovery.
Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed.
This is not going to go well.
I know.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
He goes,
yes!
Juju House. He's like, well, normally we deliver on Fridays.
Well-
who are you?
I'm Ben Smith.
Well, you don't.
Silas McKemby sent me.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course. No, you can tell him that, the next shipment is on track, and we do have a shipment for him this Friday.
All right.
So,
Is it something I can just take with me? He asked me to pick it up if it was.
no.
If the small item came in.
No, it isn't something you can just pick up. We've got, our routes and all of that, and he knows this.
Of course. Of course. Sorry to have bothered you. And I'll take my, come on, slow guy. Let's,
Thanks, Ben.
Hey,
And I
how,
play up
how
the-
do you know? How do you know Silas?
I work for him.
You don't look like you work for him.
I realize
you're a bit
that I'm not.
pale.
I realize I do not appear like one of the normal workers that you're probably used to seeing, but he's hired me to assist with situations that could be handled easier by someone a little more pale complected.
Huh. Well, you can just tell him that he can wait till Friday until the rest of, just like all of our customers.
All right, I'll let him know. He just asked me to come by.
Huh. Well, you can remind him that we have business hours.
Absolutely. I'll see myself out.
Mm. Okay.
I'm glad I didn't pull up my switchblade. When I was there.
Yeah, no. Oh my gosh. That was hilarious. What?
And you
Yeah,
wonder
I
why
thought
no
I
one's
did
seen the
okay.
movie.
Yeah, no, you did great. the owner of the business working late. That never happens.
I thought you said you didn't hear anything.
There wasn't anything there. He must have been quiet like a ninja.
Well, at least you've confirmed that they do business with Juju House.
Yeah.
True.
And they have a shipment on Friday. I'm still back here behind this truck.
Okay.
I'm in the boxes in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna.
We took off. We had to leave.
Well,
'cause
we
he
made
went-
a point. I mean, the
Wait
guy was
till he
watching
leaves.
us. Yeah, the guy was watching us, so we really didn't have an opportunity to, sneak off into the shadows of the warehouse. So I felt it was best to just, go out the front door
Yep.
and
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Did we see them leave?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
you couldn't have missed us.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
Probably
bye.
Heard
See
the
you
whole
next.
conversation as well.
Okay. What's your
Yeah, I leave
plan?
on this side of the truck.
Does he close his office door?
He just goes back to working on some paperwork. You can hear
Leaving the door open?
clickety clackety. Yeah, you hear the clickety clackety of number crunching.
Well, that explains why we could just walk in.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna try to peer inside one of these crates.
It's filled with potatoes. Looks like it's going to a restaurant.
They have a legitimate end of the business, but then I think they're delivering bodies or people kidnap people to Juju House.
Is there, if I kind
s-
of reach in, is it potatoes all the way down?
Yes.
Or you think it's the other way?
I close the crate.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Nice save. Steer forth.
Okay. Where to next?
Well, it's night time, right?
Yeah.
7:00. Okay.
What's your plan?
Is there any boats or anything docked?
Sure. You guys gonna try to break some more laws? I mean, what's the plan?
Well, we
Hey.
could kidnap him and then make him tell us.
You didn't ask him any questions. We'll make you talk. Ask him a
I
question.
tried to
Well, we didn't want to reveal our hand at that point. Right?
All right. Yep. Okay. So I mean, are you guys leaving? Are you staking the place
don't know.
out? What are you doing?
The boats that are docked, are any of them seem connected to this factory?
It's hard to say. There's a lot of warehouses and stuff.
it's New York Harbor.
Yeah.
I mean, and if this
Needle
guy
in a
has a
haystack.
legitimate, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking of as far as finding stuff inside this warehouse as well. I think what we should do is come back on Thursday night after much later in the evening, apparently, and see if we can find the truck that has the shipment for Juju House, or check the shipping manifests and see what we can find.
Well, in the meantime, don't we want to look for Andy's wife? Isn't she missing?
That's kind of what we were doing here.
Yeah.
Once Andy slips back outside, he's gonna actually look for a place where, if we do come back, we could watch and make sure that this Emerson guy leaves.
Okay.
That
So you can do a
everybody's fully gone
stakeout?
from the place. Yeah, and not
well-
be seen.
I was thinking along those lines. Maybe we should do a stakeout of the Juju House. I
Good.
mean, we know that's connected.
And we need to get a-
the
like,
big
directly.
problem is it's in Harlem, and there's not going to
Maybe
be
we
many
can-
places that we can lay low in Harlem.
Well,
Perhaps we can get some of the Hellfighters to help us with.
Well, we're not seeing them till
Thank you.
Friday.
Houdin also has his disguise kit.
Yeah.
We can.
God, I mean, as
Darken
role
our
players, do
skin.
we really want to go there?
I think that's a very bad idea.
That was very bad. Very bad.
Yeah, I think that would go in a direction that none of us would be comfortable with.
Nah, yeah. This is
The conversation goes like this. Look, anybody that I've seen on film trying to pull that off, they don't look right, okay?
They just look offensive.
Yep.
In the 1920s?
Oh,
Well,
most definitely.
The 1920s were
worse.
the worst. The minstrel singers and the Al Jolson.
Yep.
It was not a good time.
Okay, so
I'm just talking about like at a distance.
I'm going. I guess
We wouldn't stick out.
Me and Steerforth kept walking, so I'm assuming we're going back to the car to go to the.
No,
Chelsea.
I stopped behind the truck
Okay.
at the corner of the warehouse to allow our compatriots to also extricate themselves.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Let's go back
everyone
to
gets
the-
out.
Oh,
Do we want to
Okay.
go? We still need a camera, right? Did someone buy one?
I have a camera.
Okay, because we are going to try to get pictures now.
Okay.
Do you want to try the stakeout of the Juge house tonight? Like, we might as well. We could still. I mean,
I still think we'd be better off talking to our friends in the Harlem Hellfighters.
we can go see
who
if they're
have
at the
offered to
bar,
help
but
us.
they might not be there.
Yep.
They're probably out looking for Millie.
Yeah,
they're
because
out.
they aren't meeting us at that bar until Friday.
Yeah, which is after the delivery. But at least we found out there's a delivery on Friday, so I don't know. Maybe we just rest tonight.
Well, and
We-
every Friday.
I could use some rest, and I have a book. I've been researching,
Excellent.
trying to learn French.
Yes. Yep. All right. Well, cool. Why don't we just stop there for the evening, and
Okay.
you guys get a week, potentially two.
Hang on. We've got 2 more laws that we have to break.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys are gonna end up in Sing Sing. So you guys got some time to think about, different plans and different approaches based on the clues you've got, and so we'll kind of play it by ear for this coming Sunday because it is Christmas Eve, and just if everyone's available, then cool, we'll continue on. But if not, then that's fine too. And
We are going to be missing New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. What is it?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. So
all
just
right.
for everyone watching, just a heads up there for the future for us.
Okay. All right. So potentially 2 or 3 weeks. So like I said, we'll just kind of play it by ear. And people can follow our Facebook page and at TWK Live and Instagram at TWK Live to get the latest news. So
Subscribe to the channel also.
yes, and subscribe. To
Subscribe.
the channel.
Great.
Yep.
We
Awesome.
gotta do
Thanks
that.
everyone for watching. Keep smiling.
Thank you.